Hi guys, so this is my 2003 ST1300 underpan Euro. So what we did is we replaced the air filter, which is contained within this box just here. Unfortunately, what happened is that on this pipe here, you probably can see that split in there, and that just split all the way, and apparently that can be a problem. This bike's like 17 years old, so you'd expect some kind of problem, and I never expected that to split like that. Normally what we have on here is like this wee brace thing here, which you can tell that it wouldn't allow it to go far enough up, so I've had to take that one off to actually try and do this job. We're not mechanics, and and I can't see this anywhere on YouTube, so therefore it might help some of you to see how it's done. So it's a lot of trial and error, guys. I hope this is going to be useful to you, and we'll see. Right guys, so first we're going to start by taking this clamp off just here and then sliding this pipe off. So it might be a bit of a pig to get off. I've got a wee screwdriver here to try and do that as well. So what we'll do when we get this off, we'll restart the film. So as you can see guys, I've slipped this off just by squeezing these pins here, and we've managed to slip that one off. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put the tank down, and then we'll get the other thing off. Remember to take these hose clamps off, because you're going to need them for the other for the new one. So as you can see, we've had to actually put the tank down to get to this end here. So this is what we're going to do. I've got a bit of pliers on there now, and we'll try and see if we can get this bit of pipe off just here. Just take it really steady. Should come off if we do it steady. Never as good as what you actually want, but okay. So as you can see guys, I've got that off. That's the piece there, that's the piece that split at the bottom. Kind of went like that, so you can see how it split there. I made sure that I've taken the two clamps off. Now there's two thicknesses of hose here. There's a wide one here, this goes to the top to the tank, and the small one goes to the bottom, which is kind of just here, just there. And that's because they've like got two tanks on these bikes. That's the bottom tank, this is the top tank. So what we're going to do this in reverse. We're obviously going to put the clamps on the new hose first, and then what we'll do is we'll slide this on. Now I've got a little bit of washing up liquid just to ease it sliding on, so I'm just going to put a dab of washing up liquid on before we assemble it. Now this is the part, that's the part number right there. Hope you can see it. Now these 20 odd quid on eBay, in actual fact I got this from Two Wheels Motorcycle Centre in Edinburgh, which got it me in no time. and cost less than 16 quid. So sometimes eBay is not the best, although most of the time it is the best. I think we all know that. But that's the part number right there. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to remember that the widest end is going to go to the top, the narrowest end is going to go to the bottom, kind of like that. I'm going to put it in reverse, but I'm going to put the thin end on first, and then I'll put the wider end on last, because it looks to me as though it's it's much easier to do it that way. We'll find out. I'll let you know just shortly. Right guys, so what I've done, I put the clamp on already, small clamp on the bottom. I'm going to wait and put the other clamp on after, but just a wee bit. I've just brought a little bit of washing up liquid, dish soap, whatever you want to call it, and I'm just going to put a little bit inside around there, not too much on because it's going to slip in my hands as I try to get it on. So we're going to try and get it on this hose here, and I think how we're going to do it is by lifting the tank up. So we'll lift the tank up again, and careful. Okay, just hold that up there, please. That's it. Let's get a wee bit of wood. Put that in there like that. Okay, so we're going to carefully try and get this on here, and then the thicker bit we're going to get onto this tank bit. So you can see the thin bits there for the bottom tank, and that's the top tank. So we'll carefully try to put this thing on. I don't know how good it's going to be, but might be a wee bit of a pig. So what we'll do is we'll get back to you just shortly. Okay, so we've got this bottom hose on there. Again, if you look at this side here, if you look from this side, you'll see it's right up to that flange just there, and the clamps on there. Yeah, quite wee bit niggly, but nothing that a home mechanic couldn't do. Like I say, we're not mechanics, we just tinker around and do what we can do as cheap as possible. So what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to put this onto here. I'll get the clamp on, the other wee clamp on. I'll put that one on first, then a wee bit of washing up liquid, dish soap, and then we'll pop it onto there, and then we'll be really careful we don't overstretch it to split it again. Okay, right, so we've got the clamp on here, this pipe clamp on here, and I've just put a wee bit of washing up liquid in there, and then we're just going to slip that onto there, and then we'll put pressure on this clamp, open it up, and then we'll slide that one on. Going to be a wee bit careful that we don't overdo it here, because I don't want to split that again, especially a brand new piece of pipe. So we'll have to be really careful, but we'll get back to you in a second. Right guys, so I don't know if you can see, but this just here, we've got that on. It were a real pig, I must admit, but I put the clamp down there first, then put the pipe on, and then popped it up there, which were a real pig. But anyway, we got it. I'm glad that I've got my son Ross with me, or it would have been even worse. So just going to go up now. I don't know whether you can see it or not, but this is it just here. Just going to go up to the petrol station now, gas station, grab some petrol, and we'll put some in the tank, not too much, just to see whether or not this is leaking or whatever. and then we'll get back to you. Right guys, so what we've done, I think you can see here, we've put maybe about, I don't know, 7-8 litres of fuel in the tank, and basically we're just checking that now to see whether there's any leaks. Can't see any leaks from here, and if we go around the other side, you can see just here as well that there's no leaks from there either. If there's anything, it's kind of 1 or 2 drips from before when it split. So that's it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get the tank back, and then we'll get it fired up, and we'll let you see it fired up, and then that should be it. Right guys, so you can see we've got the pipes okay, we've filled the tank with petrol, and we've checked that there's no leaks at all. That's the back end of the pipe. You can't see the front, but no leaks whatsoever. Bike's fired up nicely. Just make sure there's no petrol run anywhere, pooled anywhere, you know what I mean? So if the exhaust gets hot, it sets a fire or anything. Right guys, so we'll get the seat on next, and everything should be fine. Hope this video helps anybody that's going to do this job. First time I've done the job, and I hope it's the last time, but I kind of don't think so. These things rot after a time, but this is 17 years old. Hope everything's fine, and thanks a lot. Me and Ross says thanks a lot. Bye.